All right, the major storm is moving in as we are still dealing with the aftermath of our last storm. Sacramento Metro Fire just rescued this man who was stranded in Discovery Park. And we all know winds are picking up, likely to lead to more downed trees as crews are still clearing trees from roads and getting new power lines up. And hurricane hunters have arrived from Mississippi. These planes will fly into the storm to help us understand its impacts. Models show that winds could get up to 60 miles an hour just tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Alex Bell, and this is To The Point. We are continuing to bring you that coverage of the major storm moving into right here in Northern California. Power outages and flooding are expected. More loss of life is also possible. And we are breaking down everything that you need to know tonight. And just so you know at home, you can text the word storm just to that number at the bottom of your screen. We have a lot of information and resources that could really help you. But tonight I want to go ahead and start with Luke Cleary. He is out of South Sacramento County with some breaking news. And Luke, I mean, this is just tragic. Another death has been confirmed by the sheriff's office, we understand.
Yeah, that's right. Another death has been confirmed by the Sacramento County Sheriff's Office. They say that a body has been found inside of a vehicle here. We're just north of Thornton on New Hope Road, just off of I-5 near the McCollum River. And moments ago, we watched as a Cosumnes Fire District search and rescue vehicle made its way over this bridge. You can probably see the lights there as they work to recover the vehicle. We do not have a lot of details in terms of identification at this point, but I can tell you that this comes just hours after this morning at around 11 o'clock. A second victim was found as well, an older woman, we understand, by CHP about 2,000 feet away from Highway 99 near Dillard Road, very close to where the first victim was found on Sunday, again, near Dillard Road on Highway 99. Officials there discovered that vehicle by helicopter, and they had to use a boat to get out there to recover the body. Now, of course, the waters have greatly receded in the days since that powerful New Year's Eve storm, but authorities don't expect there to be quite so much of the way of rain or flooding tonight. The real concern is going to be the winds, but I can tell you, we spoke earlier today with the Wilton fire chief, who described just a frantic scene on Saturday night. They got more than 20 calls of people that were stranded and needed rescue. Here's what he had to say.
Whether they were standing on top of their vehicles, waiting for us to get there to pull them off, or standing on a high ground and just not necessarily in their vehicle, but needing transported out of the water.
And so in just the last couple of moments since we have been on air with you, Alex, I can tell you we can hear the winds picking up, and there's a bit of rain starting to fall. Again, authorities not so concerned about the rain totals tonight as they are about those high winds, which can blow over trees and cause power outages. And again, with a third confirmed death in relation to that powerful storm, just a tragic reminder of how dangerous these conditions can be.
Oh, yeah, Luke. And I was down in Wilton today with the Wilton Fire Protection District, and that's their volunteer fire department. And we were there when they were announcing that second death. And we actually did a ride along in Wilton, and we'll have that coming up a little bit later in the show. We went out to Dillard Road, which is still closed, but they did take us out there to see what it looks like. I want to go ahead, though, and get to meteorologist Carly Gomez now, because we are already starting to see the winds, the rain moving in. Carly, just down when I was in Wilton, the winds were crazy.
Yeah, they are very strong, especially ahead of that front there as the system starts moving and now pushing past I-5, now making its way into areas of Sacramento and eventually starting to push east. We are seeing some of the heavier rain coming in as we start moving in the next 5-6 hours or so, but it's the wind event because of this bomb cyclone that is the bigger danger. With oversaturated soils already from the New Year's Eve event, now more rain, the winds are going to cause a lot of toppled trees as well as some power lines, and that's a big concern for a lot of people with emergency services. Take a look at the bomb cyclone, very tightly wound here. This is basically a bomb cyclone is when it drops 24 millibars in pressure in 24 hours. It could even drop more than that, but it's a tightly wound system. On the East Coast, they call these nor'easters, and we see a lot of that rain associated with it being pulled in from an atmospheric river. That's that Pineapple Express over Hawaii we often talk about. A lot of watches and warnings in effect, from a flood watch, winter storm warning for snow later on tonight into tomorrow, and also strong winds in the valley. Those are being covered by the flood in the green there, but we are seeing a wind advisory also in effect until tomorrow. Winds anywhere from about 20 to 30 miles per hour coming in out of the south-southeast. We've seen some of the gusts as high already as 40 miles per hour, expected to top even as high as 70 by late tonight. Current temperatures very warm in the low 60s tonight, and we will expect them to start dropping off into those mid-50s overnight. We'll talk more about this bomb cyclone coming up.
All right, thanks, Carly. And I do want to remind you again, we have a whole list of resources that can help you weather that incoming storm. All you have to do is just text STORM to 916-321-3310. We will send you everything straight to your phone so that you are prepared. Because it's been a dark start to 2023 for people living in Clarksburg. The New Year's Eve storm left many there without power, and that's still the case even tonight. Our Alicia Machado is live in Clarksburg. Alicia, is there any word yet on when the lights could be back on?
Good evening, Alex. Unfortunately, PG&E says right now they can't access this area due to flooding. They need their crews to be able to come in here safely in order to restore power poles, so that estimated restoration is still to be determined tonight. But let me show you one of the reasons why. There are currently 4 power poles that are down in the area of Clarksburg, including this one here on Clarksburg Road. If you follow me, you can see this massive tree behind me. I estimate that this is about a 60-foot tree that fell into one power pole right along one of the heavily traveled roads here, Clarksburg Road, that is currently shut down right now. I'll let you take a closer look here at this tree as it is currently on to this road here and onto this power line. Around 900 residents are without power and have been since the night of December 31st. We spoke with a local here who is without power, but thankfully they have a backup generator for their home that they've been utilizing. Take a listen to what they're doing tonight.
There's the concern of trees. There's trees down. There's a lot of power poles down in the area, so trees are somewhat concerning. But really just trying to put stuff away that's gonna blow away.
Again, those trees and this rain, a concern for residents who are out here in this area after 4 days without power. The question is, will this round of wind and rain play a role in how things move going forward? We will have more news on that tonight, coming up on Late News Tonight at 11.